Welcome everybody, I'm Alexander Linz, head of content of WatchAdvisor.com, and with me is François-Henry Bennahmias, the CEO of Audemars Piguet. François, good morning.
How are you?
Honestly speaking, I am fine, and you?
What do you mean honestly speaking?
Honestly speaking means that I feel good, yeah.
Okay, I feel good too.
Yes.
Yes.
You just asked me before, how was the feedback to the last interview you did on the SIHH 2018 where you kissed me?
Yes.
It was amazing.
Yeah, because I want to know how many people actually listen to it or actually view it.
A lot of people listen to the interviews. Good. Yes, we have our YouTube channel is really growing perfectly.
Okay.
Feedback is good,
okay.
And I see that the people who are following us are really interested in watches.
Okay. So what are we doing this year?
François, I will ask you. Let me say a naughty question, and maybe you like it or not.
A naughty question.
Yeah.
Okay.
Last Saturday, when you presented the watch, how did you feel?
Last Saturday in Le Massue?
No, last Saturday the new 1159 was launched, and I am sure all of your team followed what happened on social media, etc. And you, how did you feel?
I know what you're talking about.
How was it? How did you feel?
Okay, first of all, let's go backward a second.
Okay.
On Saturday evening, we unveiled Code 1159 in Le Massue, in our museum, with 125 guests coming from 29 different countries.
Okay.
That event was truly beyond, for several reasons. One, it was in the museum, which is a construction site. And you should have seen what the agency we've hired put together in 4 days to change completely the building, to host it and make it safe. You had still ceilings open, wires everywhere, unbelievable. The second thing is, when we unveiled the watch, and the watches actually, the clients were beyond. And I thought that night that was it. We had finally something to build on. Following the launch, a lot of things came on social media.
Can I name it shitstorm?
Sure.
Okay. That was a shitstorm. So
that was a shitstorm.
Yeah.
That was a shitstorm.
Yeah, it was a shitstorm.
Yeah, a huge one. Never seen before.
What do you feel in such a moment? Is it like if you were with Teflon and it just...
No. First of all, you want to know the why, what's behind.
Yeah.
Who is doing what, who is writing, what's going on. And you start to analyze. And then it goes and it piles up. It's like an avalanche of things. And then you start to see what they compare and the whole thing, and you say, you know what? But let it be. Let's not fight this. Let them go let them do whatever they want, because something we knew when we had the watch ready is that it would never actually work properly until we would be able to put physically a watch on somebody's wrist. The watch had to be seen in real. No pictures, no videos, nothing would give enough credit to the work that everybody did for the last 7 years. Nothing. So we spoke to each other and say, nobody answers. Let it be. Because the clients, and on Sunday, and then on Monday and on Tuesday, yesterday, started to answer themselves. And I've got a ton of emails. I could show you some where you will see young people, 19 years old, 21 years old, 24 years old, saying, you know what, Francois, let them talk, because I love the watch, I'm going to buy one. And one after the other, congratulations, a great job, I love the watch, I cannot wait to see one. So we started to see a sort of reverse thing. The only thing where I got concerned a little bit is when they really went after me, personally, resignation, the whole thing, which, when it goes...
Yeah, but it's...
No, but it's okay, but then I said, you know what? When you are in the world of entertainment, and you are a celebrity, and you've got a lot of followers, and if from one day to the other, because you've made a mistake, which we didn't make any mistakes, but you made a mistake and you get crushed on the internet, you might go to bed at night and say, wow, and not sleep easily. So I said, this is hard. People go hard at you.
Yeah, I know.
But think about it like a boxing match. Before a fight, some people say so many bad things to the opponent, and your sister and your mother and your this and your this and your that. The answer is always on the ring.
Yeah.
And our ring is here at the SIHH. Our ring is our stores. Our ring is our clients. Our ring is our clients' reaction. And as I said, I could show you emails and emails. I'm getting more by the day.
François, I believe you. I did say to myself, I won't publish anything. And I didn't publish anything. No word, no comment, nothing. Because I said to myself, I have to see the watch first. I can't believe, I said really, I can't believe that Audemars Piguet would be so dumb to launch a watch that looks like they say. And when I saw the watch, I said, okay, I was happy that I didn't publish anything. So I waited, and up a certain point I didn't see the watch long enough now, but I'm with you. You have to see it, touch it, feel it. You have to see all these aspects of the watch, the way how the glass is changing the look on the dial. You have to see that. Then it looks different, and it doesn't look cheap at all. Doesn't look like a Daniel Wellington or whatever they yeah, but you saw those films, and I couldn't believe it, because never ever since I'm in the industry, and this is more than 25 years, I've seen.
I thought he was 60.
Yeah, of course, 60. I'm cheating. Of course, I'm cheating. And
he's 92 years old.
Yeah,
Nobody
you know
knows
how
that,
long it took me in the morning
old.
to get here with all the mask.
Wait, let me see.
Yeah.
I see the pins here. Yes, it's right.
Try it.
Yeah,
like
okay.
Phantom mask. And then you have shame on the wrist here. No, okay. No, I thought the watch will make its way. It's always difficult, you know. And the intensity of how people were bashing on it was really frightening me. I was recently also publishing stories about the new lines of Georges Kern, of his Breitlings, and I was one of the very first to make an intense review of the watches, and you couldn't imagine how evil and bad these comments were. Also bashing Georges personally, and I don't understand this energy behind, but it's good. We're talking only about watches. It's not politics, it's not ecology, it's not, I don't know what. It's not Putin versus Trump or something, it's watches. And the emotions are good, but we should try to bring them in a positive sense.
Yeah, but at the end, let's put it this way. We can say today that everybody talks about it.
Yes.
The whole SIHH and the whole network talks about it. So at the end, whether it's good or bad, it's actually people talk about it. We cannot always be perfect for everyone. Think about it for a second. Think about April 1972.
Yeah.
When the Rylock was launched at the Basel Fair. And tell me if social media would have been actually existing then, what would have happened?
The same, I think.
So
if we have the mindset of everybody of 1972 and social media it would have been the same.
Maybe even worse.
Maybe even worse, yeah.
So there's no reason to fight this. We have to let it be for what it is. Yeah. That's a part of today's game. It's okay. Yeah. But the answer will be actually on the field. And hopefully,
I'm sure.
Hopefully, 1, 2, 3 years from now, we'll see where we are.
I've met some of the major retailers yesterday at the IWC evening, really big retailers, not small ones. And they're all, those who have your brand, and probably you know whom I'm talking about, they were all amazed. And some of them said, I'm really unhappy that since I'm not a boutique, I can't get the watch because it will only be sold in a boutique. And they said, oh, it's such a pity I can't get the watch. But I think you did a good job.
Okay.
But let me now go to the watch. Can you just summarize your 7 years of development? What was your principal idea, and if you are, just give us an idea of...
Okay, so the first thing that happened, in October, I became the CEO in May 2012. In October 2012, I locked, but for real, 40 people in a room at the Hôtel des Horlogers.
In the old one?
In the old one. Myself, I was in the room with them, okay, locked the door, and I said, okay guys, now we got to stay in this room for as long as it takes. I want you to design for me an automatic mechanism and a new chrono mechanism. No bathroom break, no food, okay, you stay with me, and I stay with you, no matter what. So, we entered the room at 5 p.m., and we left the room at 9:15 p.m. So in 4 hours and 15 minutes, true story, no jokes, okay, we had one automatic chrono, one automatic movement, and one chronograph mechanism. Now we went into developments. And it took us roughly 5 years. So we are already ready in 2017. And if you remember, every year you were asking me the integrated chronograph mechanism. And we say, it's going to come, it's going to come. We were ready in 2017. But then we say, when you develop a new mechanism, you can go from 0 to 10,000 in 2 seconds at this level of craftsmanship. So we go 1,000, then maybe 3,000, then 5,000, then 8,000. So it's 4 years in the making. And we said, we cannot launch it in a Rilo case because you can have one dial with the old one and one dial with the new one. So we have to build a new line. And actually, you know what? We need to have a new line because every time we went to a classical line over the last 20 years, we failed. We did fail. We went with Audemars and Edouard Piguet, but we never were able to install a line for a long time. So, but I said, this time, now we got to show what the true power of the brand is.
When did the design of the case start?
The design of the case?
Now we have to finish the interview, please.
But it's 5 minutes.
No, we had a half an hour and we started.
No, it's not because of that. It's because I got a press. I'm closing every single press conference. It's really literally 5 minutes. Is that okay? Or
Are you coming back?
Sure, it's 5 minutes.
Okay.
I swear.
Okay.
5.
Okay. You see, the guy is leaving the interview, coming back.
5. Give me a baby kiss.